Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Listowel Business Improvement Area 2022 Annual General Meeting. My name is Scott Patterson, and I'm the BIA Chair, and I will start the meeting this morning with just some introductions and an opening statement. My name is Scott Patterson. I've been the Chair of the Listowel BIA since December 2nd, 2020. On behalf of the BIA board, I welcome you all to our virtual AGM meeting this morning. I am pleased that our board members and some of our BIA members have been able to join us this morning as well. Speaking of our board members, I would like to introduce them at this time. We have Vice Chair Nick Cadot, The Ranch 100.1 FM. Board member Brad Cross from Cross Heating and Air Conditioning. Board member Matt Ash from GM Blue Plant Engineering. Board member Harminder Najjar from Listowel PharmaSave. Board member Sean Eaton from Eaton Funeral Home. Board member Carolyn Young of Libero Credit Union. And board member Tammy Cressy of Diana Sweets Restaurant. Board member and treasurer Fran Hale of the Municipality of North Perth. And our board member and council representative, Mayor Todd Kasenberg. I would publicly like to express my gratitude to each of our board members for their commitment to our board. I fully recognize that your participation is done on a volunteer basis, meaning that you have made the choice to do so. Thank you for your time, your thoughts on our various activities, and for making yourselves available. I look forward to working with each of you throughout 2022. Also with us today and keeping a formal record of our AGM is Ms. Lindsay Klein of the Municipality of North Perth. Ms. Klein has recently joined the municipality in the role of clerk. Thank you for doing this today, Lindsay, and the BIA wishes you a long and rewarding career with the municipality. And lastly, I cannot go through a list of introductions without acknowledging and giving credit to our BIA coordinator, Lisa Schaefer. I am sure all of you are well aware of Lisa, as she is the primary point of contact for the BIA and is responsible for implementing the goals and directives of the board. Lisa continues to be our voice and is critical to the success of any BIA initiative. Thank you, Lisa, for all that you do. I'm sure everyone attending today can agree that the last few years have not been normal for our business community. The global pandemic has changed the way our board meets. It has changed the events and activities that our community looks forward to each and every year. And it has changed how we all interact with each other and how the businesses in our community operate. We have all had to adjust our lives in ways that were never considered before, but it now appears that we're easing back to our previous normal. Despite all that has been occurring, the Listowel business community has shown resilience and appears to be well positioned to rebound and move forward. To the best of our knowledge, there are currently minimal to no vacant storefronts in the downtown core area. Commercial buildings in the periphery highway commercial areas of the town are also fully tenanted. Our community continues to grow with housing starts advancing at a record pace, not only in Listowel, but the surrounding areas as well. All of which will continue to result in demands on our business community to provide the goods and services that our current and expanding residents will need. We are seeing an increase in the potential for national chain stores to come to Listowel as our population threshold has reached a point where the community is viewed as being able to support these brands. The next few years will definitely see many changes to our commercial landscape. A full review of our work in 2021 will be provided later as part of our agenda for this morning. But for now, I wish to welcome you all. Thank you for participating. So next on the agenda this morning is a land acknowledgement statement. And I just need to read that quickly. We acknowledge that we are on the traditional land of the Anishinaabe people. We wish to recognize the long history of Indigenous people of Canada and show our respect to them today. And recognize their stewardship of the land. May we all live with respect on this land and live in peace and friendship. Moving on, are there any declarations of pecuniary interest this morning from anyone? And if there are, please speak up. Not hearing any. General meeting minutes of the 2021 AGM were circulated to board members for review. Was there any comments or concerns regarding those minutes? Not hearing any, could I get a motion to approve those minutes? Matt?
I'll approve the minutes.
Okay. And Brad. And could we vote on that, please? And that is carried. I'm not aware of any business arising from the minutes. Fran or Lisa, do you know of anything that we needed to deal with from those?
Nothing on my end.
Nor mine.
Okay, thank you both. So moving on again, there is a requirement for a chairman's report, which I look forward to every year. So I just have a brief report here to give, my chairman's address for 2021. I am pleased to deliver the 2021 annual report on behalf of Listowel Business Improvement Area. Despite the ongoing issues associated with the global pandemic, we once again had a successful year, and we continue to see meaningful results for our efforts with minimal to no vacant storefronts and our business community doing very well. Due to the pandemic, our 2021 AGM was a modified event that was also held virtually and occurred the evening of April 7th, 2021. As part of the 2021 AGM, we had Braden Gingrich of Off the Lens Media provide us a presentation on the 5 simple tweaks to improve your digital marketing. The pandemic resulted in many businesses having to refocus their marketing and sales methods, and our guest speaker at last year's AGM was brought in to provide some timely information to assist our business community. Early in 2020, we had initiated matters to once again have the Win This Space program running in Listowel. As some of you are aware, we ran this program in 2018 with great success, resulting in our winner, Macintosh Farms, who continue to be part of our downtown business community. We had hoped to continue with the success, however, the pandemic would once again cause issues with our ability to proceed with the necessary training programs that are a large part of this program. We continue to monitor the opportunity to run this program again in 2021 while being mindful of the impact of the pandemic and also keeping a watchful eye on the availability of commercial space in our downtown core. As noted in my welcoming remarks, we are very fortunate that our downtown appears to not only have survived the pandemic, but has continued to grow and expand with new businesses and virtually all storefronts being occupied. We did not want to conduct a program and have a winner if we did not have space for them to ultimately occupy in our downtown. Our primary sponsor, Libro Credit Union, has been kept apprised of these matters, and ultimately the decision has been made to not proceed with the Win This Space program. Instead, Libro and the BIA will be working to utilize the sponsorship monies on a downtown beautification program that we believe will be of benefit to all our current and new businesses. The goal always being to make Listowel a place to shop, dine, and discover. On behalf of the BIA board, I want to acknowledge Libro's role in these efforts. We could not ask for a better sponsor and partner in this effort. Their patience as we evaluated the Win This Space program and their willingness to look at other options for the betterment of our business community are greatly appreciated. Thank you, Libro. 2021 was definitely a different year for all the businesses in North Perth and those within the BIA. As we continued to cope with the pandemic and the steps taken by provincial and local authorities to keep us all safe, the BIA has focused our efforts to continue with our normal promotional activities to promote Listowel as an area to shop, dine, and discover, while also actively working to assist our businesses and participate wherever possible to ensure our businesses survive this pandemic and emerge in a viable position once this pandemic is over. Once again, much of the news in 2021 was not positive, as we all had to adjust to the ever-changing situation, and our businesses had to learn to adapt. Just when we thought we were turning a corner, the pandemic would rear up again, and our businesses would have to rapidly adjust. Resilience was a commonly used term when discussing our business community and all that was going on. I'm sure everyone attending today is as surprised as I am about the level of development that occurred through the pandemic. When this all started, I was not expecting that we would be coming out of the other side of the pandemic with full storefronts and a bustling downtown area. I had feared the worst, but I've been dramatically surprised at the result. I believe this is testament to Listowel being a local hub for financial, retail, business, and education services for North Perth. 2021 once again saw great success with the Chamber Shop Local Dollars program that the BIA supports. This program works to keep monies in the community and going back into the hands of local businesses. The BIA is pleased to assist in this program in any way that we can. Our marketing and promotion of Listowel as a place to shop, dine, and discover was critical through 2021 through the use of radio, print, and social media. As the number of public events and activities that we normally sponsor were once again greatly reduced, we supported what we could and creatively came up with ways to engage the public and our businesses where possible. All of our activities are undertaken to bring more attention to our area and the businesses within. Our wonderful Christmas decorations were again kept in tip-top shape by our incredible group of volunteers that help each and every year to add to the magic of the holidays. We are so fortunate to have such a caring and creative group working alongside our coordinator, Lisa, on this annual project. Our banners around the Listowel BIA continue to be a priority as we strive to maintain a beautiful appearance and consistent theme throughout the town. The BIA recognizes the benefit of the holiday decoration program and continues to dedicate monies each year to both the upkeep of our existing decorations, but also the purchase of new decorations. We are also mindful of the need to ensure that each end of Listowel is well represented, and we will continue with these efforts in 2022. We continue to work with economic development at the local and county levels and the North Perth Chamber of Commerce on a variety of aspects. Our actions are quite often undertaken as a team effort with other agencies, town staff, or our volunteers, all with a focus on beautifying our town, welcoming those who come to support our businesses, and working to keep our economy strong and our businesses prosperous. Our BIA could not function without the support of the town and North Perth Council. A synergy exists between the town and our group, and we are very appreciative of town staff's efforts to work with the BIA wherever possible, all with the goal of the betterment of our business community. With all this being said, we are proud of what we were able to do in 2021, and we look forward to continuing our work in 2022. Our 2022 budget was approved by North Perth Council this past December, so we are well prepared and organized for the coming year. If I or the BIA can be of any assistance to any of our business community members who are with us this morning, please do not hesitate to reach out. We are here to assist. If anyone is interested in becoming involved in the BIA, we are always looking for new members to join our board. Please speak to any board member or Lisa if you have an interest in this regard. In closing, I know that Lisa has a detailed presentation prepared of the various items that she has been involved in through 2021. I do not wish to steal any of her thunder, so I will end my remarks on the note that I am pleased to be part of a board of committed individuals who truly wish to see the betterment of the business community and the town of Listowel as a whole. I again thank each and every board member who takes their personal time to review materials, participate in our meetings. Whether you've been on the BIA for a number of years or just joining us, your efforts and interest is appreciated. On that note, I thank you for being part of this AGM and all the best to each of you for 2022. And I will now turn matters over to Lisa for her presentation of the coordinator's report. But before we do that, we need a motion to accept my chairman's report. So if I could get a mover and a seconder, Carolyn. If I could get a seconder. Brad. And all in favor of that? And that is carried. So now we can move on to the highlight of the morning, which is Lisa's presentation.
I'm not sure about that, Scott, but thank you. Simon, do you just want me to share my PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, please.
Okay, thanks. Okay, good morning, everyone. Thanks to everyone who's here virtually today. Hopefully next year we'll be in person. After a challenging 2020 year, we had hoped that 2021 would be different. Unfortunately, that was not the case. And 2021 was a unique, challenging, and busy year for us where we constantly had to pivot and adapt from our plans. Today, I'll provide a high-level overview of some of what we accomplished in 2021 and briefly outline our plans for this year. So after wrapping up a busy 2020 holiday season, we started right into 2021. But what we had planned, including bringing back Win the Space, was vastly impacted by COVID-19. On top of supporting our business community through COVID, we managed to run several initiatives and still promote Listowel as a place to safely shop, dine, and discover. We supported events and programs where we could, including the Virtual Chamber Awards, the Virtual Teddy Bear Play Day, the Canada Day event, and the Drive-Through Santa Claus Parade, to name a few. We ran contests and programs throughout the year with a focus on shopping locally. We marketed Listowel all the year through radio, print, social media, and video. We also held our AGM, as Scott said. And although it was not what we had planned, we believe we found creative ways to support our business community through another pandemic year. One of the programs we ran was the Listowel Loves Local Pledge program. As we had to pivot once again and not move forward with Win the Space, we developed the Listowel Loves Local Pledge program to promote our businesses during COVID restrictions and lockdowns. Work started immediately following the 2020 holiday season. The program ran from February 10th to March 10th, and winners were announced on March 15th. To take the pledge, residents were asked to commit to 4 specific actions to be entered for a chance to win. Providing a testimonial or sharing on social media gave them additional entries. The pledge was a commitment of 4 specific things. I'll continue to take my personal safety and the safety of those around me seriously. As my budget permits, I'll shop at 1 or more Listowel or surrounding North Perth businesses each week, focusing on restaurants, retailers, and service providers. Because we were in a pandemic, even though we are the Listowel BIA, we really worked with North Perth and the Chamber to promote all of North Perth. So for this program, if you shopped at a North Perth business, we included you in the entries, not just a Listowel business. When I am buying a gift for someone I care about, I will consider local options first, and I will use my digital presence to support local businesses. We supported the cost of the program, which included all of my time, as well as some support from a few other staff, and $500 in local shop dollars through the Chamber for 2 grand prize winners. In addition to our commitment, we were very fortunate to have 4 local businesses provide prizes and Chamber and media support. So this included advertising support from the North Perth Chamber. We work throughout the year with the Chamber, so it was really great that they were part of this program. We couldn't do a lot of the things we do without working with them, and we appreciate Sharon and Janet very much. This was a significant cost reduction to us. We also work very closely with some local radio stations, The Ranch and Blackburn Radio. Not only did they put ads up for us, but they did interviews, which they posted. They did website articles, which was also a significant cost reduction to us. So we're really appreciative of those relationships. And then we had businesses that just really thought this program was amazing. When we did it, we had no intention of asking any business for money because the whole point was to help our businesses during a pandemic. But the Listowel florist approached us and offered 10 floral arrangements. And that kickstarted additional businesses giving us prizes as well. Diana Sweets gave us gift cards. Off the Lens Media gave us local shop dollars, and the IDA Pharmacy gave us $100 in gift cards. So very appreciative of that. It definitely made the program more fulsome and more incentive to enter to win. We feel this had a very strong impact on our community and our businesses. We had 120 residents take the pledge. That's a lot for us. We're really pleased with that. We received 70 testimonials. This is an example of one. They're on our website. We continue to share them. Many businesses received positive Google reviews. We were advertising, supporting local during another lockdown. I said before, we were interviewed by local radio stations and one that wasn't as local, who also put a story together for us. We had many businesses promote this program as they thought it was a great initiative. We provided free advertising to our business community and highlighted those who were part of the program or received a positive review. And we were specifically told that residents made an effort to shop local and enter our contest and that they loved it. It got a lot of shares. 15,000 exposures on Facebook, thousands on Instagram. So it was really good for us to have that during another lockdown. As always, we worked with North Perth to add beautification to our downtown. This year, that included our banners throughout the year and summer flowers. We were happy to work with North Perth and Economic Development to loan some of our cement planters, which you can see in the picture, for the picnic areas that were new last summer in downtown Listowel. It provided support to restaurants that couldn't have in dining, and also when we could have in dining, provided an alternative to people who maybe weren't comfortable yet eating in a restaurant. We also advertised that program just to draw attention to it. We had various banners up, including our holiday season, summer, and Remembrance Day. This year, we're hoping to add more. Bring back maybe our Canada Day banners, as well as into the new year, our Patty Fest banners, which haven't been up in a while. I want to note that the banners, I think maybe sometimes people think that I just make a phone call and the banners go up. That hasn't been the case for the last couple of years. I'm actually out there with the team putting the banners up, walking from pole to pole. That's probably going to change this year, but it's definitely gets me out of the office and gets me into some fresh, sometimes cold, not nice weather, and I appreciate the team that is outside all the time. We also worked with the Chamber in the summer to advertise and promote summer sale days in August. We're hoping that we can make that a bit bigger this year, that there aren't as many restrictions. And we ran a daycation contest with Blackburn Radio. One lucky winner won hundreds of dollars of gift cards to our local Listowel businesses and surrounding area, which was great. A highlight for us this summer was a concert we put on in August. It was more of a thank you to our community for everything they've done to support our businesses. It was a free concert. It was held on August 10th, featuring Listowel's very own Sarah Pratt. It was held at the Listowel Memorial Park in the amphitheater, and we accepted donations. We had about 21 bags of food and about $1,000 in cash that we were able to give to the Salvation Army. Every organization has struggled, so it was nice to be able to do that. Just to give people an understanding of how kind of big this was to have Sarah. She's originally from Listowel, but is currently based in New York. She is an acclaimed violinist who has a very diverse and exciting musical career. She's performed as a soloist in orchestras in Canada, the US, and Asia, including the Toronto Symphony, the New York City Ballet Orchestra, the New York Philharmonic. She is now a member of the New York City Opera Orchestra, and just a phenomenal artist. She's also been on Saturday Night Live, and she's on a lot of soundtracks in the movie world, including the 2019 Oscar-winning Joker. So to have that level of talent from Listowel, but also to bring her back and to give this to the community was a really exciting thing for us to be able to do. We had about over 100 people attend, and at one point I was like, please stop coming, because there was still restrictions going on during that time. But we stayed within the parameters. We are hoping we're hoping to bring her back this year, and actually hoping to have more people attend, since we're fingers crossed, less restrictions. For the holiday season, we looked for ways to promote our community with restrictions. Numbers were increasing again, and we were nervous about what that would mean. So we increased our advertising and used several radio stations, print, and social media. We had information on our website and the North Perth website about what was happening. We worked with the Chamber again to promote a Deck the Halls weekend in November to kickstart the holiday season. And we had a selfie contest, which was new, in the hopes of drawing more visitors downtown. If people found our bench and took a selfie and sent it to us, they were entered into a contest to win a gift card to a Listowel business of their choice within our BIA. I think it was pretty well received. We got a lot of selfies, and it gave us some advertising to do during the holiday season. We also ran 2 decorating contests, one for the businesses and one for the residences. Van Allen Insurance and Sleep Culture won our business decorating contest for the businesses. We also added some new decorations to the town. The ones that you see here are the new ones that we added in front of the library. We think they're really, really pretty. We're hoping to add another one somewhere this summer, or order that this summer. We replaced a third of the balls on the wreath this year. That's really labor intensive, and it's actually very expensive because those balls are shatterproof, so they have to be a certain level of safety in order for us to use them. This year we're going to have to replace probably another third, as well as lights on the wreath. So our volunteers and myself spend many nights working on that. So I know Scott thanked them, but I just want to do a shout out to the volunteer team. They're incredible. They don't do it for any other reason than they love our town and they want to make the holiday season brighter for everyone. Decorations started to go up November 12th, and I work with the town, the municipality on that, and a couple employees. I'm out there with them deciding where they go, and then they put them up, and they do an amazing job. We may extend how long they are up this year, but they started to come down the second week of January this year. Due to weather issues, it's taken a little bit longer to get some of them out and some of the stakes out, but they are finally out now. We feel our program for the holiday season was very well received and added some joy to our community during some difficult times. As I said before, COVID was at the forefront of everything we did in 2021. We continued to support our businesses as we were able. We worked with the Chamber and North Perth as appropriate. This included things like the picnic areas, advertising support, a Facebook business support page, and more. I had to work from home a lot this past year, starting to be in the office a little bit now, but I'm hoping to be in there more. The BIA sent out 15 newsletters last year that focused on COVID supports. We answered questions and were available as needed. To ensure our businesses had this information at hand at any time, we added a support page on our website. We booked additional advertising and ran COVID-friendly programs. We've already sent out several newsletters this year, but are hopeful that we will be able to move from the support and focus just on promoting Listowel as a place to shop, dine, and discover. We learned that we can pivot and adapt as necessary, as our businesses have had to do for 2 years, but we are really hopeful that we are done and we are just moving forward and we don't have to do this anymore. And we can focus on our marketing plan and the work that we would like to do. In regards to this year, we're looking at some grant writing, working with the Libro money. We want to continue to increase the Discover Listowel brand and market Listowel as a place to shop, dine, and discover Listowel through our marketing plan. We have BIA promotions, programs, and events, seasonal promotions and beautification, community events, business directory, and planning for the future. So upcoming for the summer months, we're looking at working with the library on a scavenger hunt. We're looking at a daycation again, a potential new summer video, summer sales with the chamber, which we're hoping to do a bit more this year than we did in the past 2 years because of COVID. And of course, our summer beautification. We're also working with the municipality on figuring out who is going to be responsible for what when it comes to our banners, our beautification, and even our wreaths and banners that go across the town. So we're working on that. In regards to planning, we're looking into just a general plan for the next 2, 5, and even 10 years. The directory and planning will be main priorities outside of the day-to-day operations so that we can have a plan for the future to continue to give to our businesses what they need. Just to give an idea of the day-to-day for me, that is developing the budget and then managing the budget, developing and executing the marketing plan, developing and delivering all the programs that we agree to do, beautification support both in the summer and the holiday season, which includes getting our hands a little bit dirty sometimes, social media design and marketing, website design and management, business support, and administrative work. And I know there's always more that could be done, but everything that we did in 2021, given what we were dealing with, was done with a part-time employee and a very small budget in comparison to a lot of other BIAs. So while we're limited, we did manage to pull off a lot of work, and we're always open to suggestions and ideas of what we can do. I'm happy to discuss ways to help our business community. Just a quick update. Scott already talked about this. Basically, we've decided not to move forward with the space. Lots of different reasons, but the main reason being is limited space, so the program wouldn't really run well. Libro has graciously allowed us to keep the grant money for a new project. We'll be reaching out to our past sponsors in the upcoming months and developing a plan for how to use these funds. So we're excited about their generosity to help us find a different way to support our business community and our BIA. Scott already said this, but we're always welcome to have people join our team. You can reach out to me or any board member. We'd be happy to talk to you. And that wraps up my report. It's been a difficult 2 years for our business community, trying to support our community, but we are really excited and looking forward to brighter days. I'm happy to take any questions, and thank you for your time.
Thank you, Lisa. Does anyone have any questions for Lisa this morning? Okay, not hearing any. Just a note, I'm not the host, so I can't do it, but there's a caller who's we can hear in the background. I don't know if Fran is the host or Simon could maybe mute that caller. I don't know if that's possible or not, but just a suggestion. So we need a motion this morning to receive Lisa's report as well. If I could get a mover and a seconder on that. We have Carolyn. I could get a seconder. Matt and Sean. Got 3. All in favor of that? Perfect. That's carried. Thank you. Moving on now to the financial end of things, and I can turn that over to Fran for a second, if I could, to just present that information.
Thanks, Chair Patterson, BIA members. The unaudited financial statements for 2021 have been circulated for the membership review. Of note, the 2021 budget included a $7,500 withdrawal from reserve, and only $1,200 was required in 2021. At the end of 2021, the BIA has a reserve balance of $64,328.14. And this includes the generous funding from Libro. At this time, I just ask that this information be received by the membership.
And I have a motion this morning to receive that information from Fran. I see it from Brad. I could get a seconder on that. See it from Sean and Matt again. And all in favor of that, please. And that is carried. And again, Fran, staying with you, if we could speak about the 2022 budget.
Yes, as circulated with that report that you have to the right-hand side is the 2022 budget. As mentioned by Chair Patterson, the 2022 budget has been approved by the board and the North Perth Council last December and is being presented to the membership today for your acceptance.
If I could get a motion from the board to approve and accept the budget for 2022 as presented. I see Todd and Matt. And all in favor of that? And that is carried. So moving on to other business, we have noted here the 2022 BIA meeting schedule. I looked through my notes and I don't have those dates readily available.
Yeah, I can speak to that if you would like, Chair.
That would be great.
So we made a decision in 2021 to move to alternative months, every other month meetings. So the remaining meetings for the rest of 2022 is May 4th, July 6th, September 7th, and November 2nd. All these meetings at this point are taking place at 7:30 a.m.
And hopefully moving back to normal at some point.
Hopefully.
Okay.
And we will be having hopefully new support in the upcoming months, and we'll work with that individual from the municipality to move forward, hopefully to back to how we used to do meetings. And I'll have more on that as we move forward.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. I don't have it in my notes, but do we need a motion on the meeting schedule for the rest of the year? I think we might as well. Just and those dates are subject to change if we know we're not going to have quorum or something. But for the dates that Lisa suggested for the rest of the year, I could just see Brad, see Carolyn, and I assume everyone's in favor of those dates. And we'll accept those dates going forward. Okay, so I think that takes care of all the formal business associated with our AGM meeting this morning. I would like to open the floor up though, if anyone has any questions for either myself, Lisa, Fran, regarding any of our financial end of things, or really any board member. If there's any questions from anyone attending this morning, don't hold back, please. Okay, not hearing anything. Brad, you have your hand up. I don't know if that,
I was putting it down.
okay. All right. That I think wraps it up. So again, I'd like to thank everyone for participating this morning. These are an annual thing that we must do. And I appreciate everyone's turnout and naturally all your continued efforts with the BIA for this. And with that, I need a motion to adjourn. See it from Harm and Matt and Brad. So all in favor of that this morning? Sounds good. Okay, we'll see you all at the next meeting. Have a good day.